All right, my friends, hello there. Welcome back to the channel and happy best day of the week. Happy Tarot Tuesday. I am your tarot reader, Chelsea Mancini, and I'm so excited to be here with you as always. So today we are going to do my tarot spread, my signature tarot spread to go with my book, Lights and Shadows, How to Deepen Your Self-Awareness Through the Tarot, which is, fingers crossed, hopefully on its way to you sometime this month. Link in the description below to get on the wait list. But this is a little bit of a longer spread. It's going to be 5 cards. I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot because I'm just feeling this classic, vibe. And so here's what we're doing. So we're going to do Mind, Body, Spirit. Hopefully that stays in frame. Mind, Body, Spirit. Going deeper down in levels of awareness, conscious, subconscious, unconscious. Okay. And then we're going to do lights. So, what's the light energy I need to stand in? What's being illuminated for me right now? What is the good? And then we're going to do shadows. So what are the shadows that I need to face? And I don't want to say good and bad, but shadows, they usually just feel uncomfy, right? Like what are the shadows that I need to look at? So mind, body, spirit, lights, and shadows. With the Rider-Waite, I've got the postcards from Liminal Space Oracle here if we need any clarification. And then I also have the goddesses close by. I just feel like maybe we'll need a little bit of their loving touch. I don't know, it's just a feeling, and it's Cancer season, right? So we kind of want this motherly goddess energy. So without further ado, let's dive in. These are shuffled. All right, in the position of mind, we're pulling the Sun. Okay. In the position of body, we're pulling the Hermit. Okay, just the majors just jumping right out at us. In the position of spirit, we are pulling the 7 of Wands. In the position of lights, we're pulling the Star. Okay, guys, what is going on? We got 3 majors. Eclipse season, man. It's just what an astrological year. Oh my God, I swear I shuffled these. And then in the position of shadows, we're pulling Temperance. This is literally 4 major arcana. Like, what is going on? Okay. That's why I need the goddesses. The majors are here to tell us about ourselves today. Okay, in mind, we're pulling the Sun. And the mind I associate with the masculine. It's our doing, it's our thinking. And the Sun's a very masculine energy. It's doing and it's action. It's standing in this light, and it's summertime, right? We just had the summer solstice last week, and we've got these long days. It's June, things are more social, the world's opening back up. So maybe, what's on our mind is just the doing, all of the stuff that needs to get done, all of the things, and a lot of them are good things. This is actually funny though, because then in body we have the Hermit, which is like pretty oppositional energy, right? The Hermit is, he's the solo traveler in the dark with his lantern, just taking one step at a time. He is making sure to spend some time with himself. He's facing the shadows, really. He's, on this journey to deeper spiritual enlightenment, to deeper self-awareness. And the body position I associate more with this feminine energy, this energy of feeling, of healing. So while, things might be really active in our lives right now, there might be a lot of stuff happening, there's still this sense of wanting to kind of hermit, to, I don't want to say stay closed off, but to spend time with ourselves. So we need to be sure that as, we're out and taking on the energies of others and standing in the sun, that we still come back to our body, we still come back to ourselves and remember what our energy is. Because when we get lost in the energy of the sun, lost in the energy of others, too much of the sun can burn you, right? So it's good. We want to get our tan on for sure. We want to mingle. We want to have fun. But we need to make sure we're coming back to ourselves. There's also a little bit of resistance, I feel like, happening here. Like maybe we're being really resistant to this sun energy. And I think that that's normal, right? We just spent a whole year locked up. So if you're having some anxiety about going back out into the world, I get it. I do think we need to stay open to the sun energy, but as long as we make sure to check back in with our energy at the end of the week, at the end of the day, whatever your process is, we can't let that get lost in the shuffle of things opening up. And then in this spirit position, we have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands I associate with confident Neville Longbottom vibes. Like when he stands up to Harry, Ron, and Hermione in the first book and is like, no, I mean, and then they jinx him and he falls asleep. But he gets the points for the house that helps Gryffindor to win the House Cup. Because he's, this guy, look at him. He's ready to fight. He's ready to do what he needs to do. And wands are this, this passionate, fiery energy. And, this guy is confident. He's like, yeah, I can do this. I can fight. I can say what I need to say. I can speak my mind. So with this being pulled in spirit and taking into account, the other placements here, I like that the Hermit is kind of flanked by this fire, masculine energy. Because to me, it feels like, in this body position, this is us checking in with ourselves. This is us being true to, what we need and then living it. And that's what's happening in spirit, right? This is us, being competent to fight the fights that are worth fighting, and knowing which ones aren't. It's us finding our words and standing up for ourselves. So hopefully over the course of the last year and all of the hermit energy that we've been forced into, having to stay in our house, having to deal with, a worldwide pandemic, hopefully we've found a little bit more of ourselves or aligned a little bit more with the things we want. And not hopefully, like this feels to me like what's happening, right? We're in this place where we know what we want and we don't want. We know when it comes to the doing, I feel like we no longer have time for the things we're like, not worth it. Like, for example, I am too old to be sleeping on someone's couch, right? To be out at the bar all night, waking up on a random couch, not gonna happen. I know that I'm gonna go out, have a few drinks, have a good time, and Uber myself home and go to sleep in my bed, right? That's what this energy is. It's like I'm still gonna have a good time, but I'm gonna do it the way I wanna do it and not feel like I need to do it the way other people want me to, right? That's really the energy coming through on this mind, body, spirit. And so let's take a look at our lights and our shadows. And so in the position of light, we see the star, and the star is, it's our hope. It's this, the world opening up again. It's summertime. It's this like excitement for new things. And hope, what happens before the star is the tower, is, everything falls to shit. And then we get the hope, right there, the light at the end of the tunnel, beautiful new horizons. So as long as we are in this mind, body, spirit energy, we are doing the things we already talked about, this is what we get. This is where we're at, which is awesome. Star energy is, it's hope. It's a promise of a better tomorrow, okay? And then let's take a look at the shadows. And this is throwing me a little bit, I must say. Temperance in the shadows. And so Temperance is like our guardian angel. Yeah, okay, this goes along with the Hermit, right? She keeps us safe. She shows up in the tarot in between death and the devil. It's like a respite, after death, before we go on to face the last few challenges of the Fool's Journey. We get this moment with Temperance. And I always think of Temperance, both Temperance and the star remind me of, if you're here, I hope you're good with Harry Potter, because I'm all about the Harry Potter references. It's, that moment when the Doe Patronus shows up in the woods and leads Harry to the Sword of Gryffindor. And, later, of course, we find out that was Snape. He was the guardian angel, but it's this protector. Just the Patronus in general, right, is this, like, bubble of protection from the Dementors out here. And it's not necessarily safe everywhere. It's safe in the bubble. And so with this showing up in shadow, are we afraid to leave our bubble, right? That's kind of what we were just talking about in the Hermit, this kind of resistance. And it can be scary to leave the bubble because we've been in it for so long, and we might be afraid that we're going to lose ourselves. We're going to go too much towards the sun. We're going to get wrapped up in other people's energy, wrapped up in all the masculine and the doing. But we've got this Seven of Wands. We know what's for us and we know what's not, and we can enjoy what's for us. You can enjoy what's for you, and you do not need to be afraid to leave your safety bubble. I encourage you to look at why, like, what What is it? Why do we not want to maybe step out into this energy? Are we afraid to have hope? Are we afraid to see the bright light on the horizon? Let's really take a look at that and, kind of face that shadow. Is it because of disappointment? Is it because we, easily lose ourselves when we're in the energy of others? And if that's the case, what supports can we build up? What boundaries can we create so that we get to walk around a little bit with our bubble? So like we're still safe, but we're able to enjoy the star. We're able to enjoy the sun. We're able to enjoy what's going on around us. I liked this. Okay, I was a little nervous at first when I saw four major arcana in one reading. That is freaking wild. So let's see what our goddess has to say. Ooh. Okay, so we're pulling Pele, Divine Passion. Be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? How perfect. We have this fiery energy, the star, the sun, the wands. We want to leave the bubble. And what last week, right? It was the Black Panther, follow your passion, right? So again, that it comes back to this Seven of Wands. Be honest with yourself. So we need to get real. And the Hermit. What is for you and what's not? You don't have to say yes to all of the plans. Say yes to the plans you want to say yes to, but don't say no to all of the plans out of fear. Unless all the plans are like, nah, this isn't me anymore, this is BS, I'm not into it, then say no, totally. What's your heart's true desire? Do it. But don't get too wrapped up in hermiting and staying in your safety bubble that you say no to things that you should say yes to. I don't think I've ever pulled her before either. Look at that volcano, that's pretty dope, huh? All right, my friends, mind, body, spirit, lights and shadows. In the description below, you'll find a link to get on the wait list for my book that's coming out hopefully this month, if everything goes according to plan. And if you're on the wait list, you'll get 50% off. Also in the description is a link to my free ebook, How to Get Started with Tarot. If you just want to, get some basics, some Tarot 101, reconnect with your practice, start a practice, whatever, that's there for you. And then of course, a link to personalized tarot readings. If you want a personal reading that's just for you, head to my website, which is at the link in the description. Make sure to follow me over on the Instagram at Chelsea K. Mancini, where I post a lot of more good tarot content. And of course, hit the subscribe button so you get notified every Tuesday when these videos come out. See you next week.